Rev your engines and fasten your seatbelts. It's time for Thunder Talk with Dan Bailey, keeping you up to date on everything going on this season at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. Thunder Talk is powered by Arcadia Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Now, here's your host, Dan Bailey.
Hey race fans, welcome to another edition of Thunder Talk. I'm Dan Bailey. Big week coming up this Friday night at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. For once, we don't have to worry about Mother Nature. Looks like we're going to have a beautiful Friday for the 13th Annual Rivercity Rumble, presented by Rivercity Manufacturing and Machining, welcoming to the Rivercity Rumble this year for their first visit at MTS, the Lucas Oil MLRA Late Model. It's going to be a big paying show, $10,000 to win. Along with the MLRA Late Models, we'll have our own Rivercity Manufacturing USRA Modifieds, the Black Horse Bar and Grill USRA B Mods, and the USRA Late Models presented by Big Toy Storage. $2,000 to win for the Modifieds, $1,000 to win for both the B Mods and the Late Models. I guarantee you, race fans, you're going to like the program that you see this Friday night at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. And I'm happy to welcome to Thunder Talk this week one of the gentlemen who's going to be shooting for a checkered flag at the end of the night this coming Friday night, Garrett Alberson, a regular driver on the MLRA Series, behind the wheel of his number 59. Garrett, welcome to Thunder Talk this week.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We've had some great late model specials here at Mississippi Thunder Speedway over the last couple of seasons, but let's talk about the MLRA Late Model Series. It's a highly competitive program, and you're doing pretty well this year. Currently, after just about 9 races into the 2021 season, sitting second in the point standings. Give us your introduction to how you think this 2021 season is going for you thus far.
Yeah, well, we started off the year, and we had a couple races under our belt there at Farmer City. We had some brand new cars, and we had a lot of high hopes. And not gonna lie, it didn't really start off as strong as we hoped. I think everybody works hard over the winter nowadays and expects a lot right off the bat. And it seems like it either falls your way or it doesn't. And it seemed like the first couple nights there, we had that big swing MLRA like 5 nights in a row, and we just weren't hitting that hard right out of the gate. We had a decent run at Stewart. I think the second night, I think I ended up third on the track, ended up second just on a technicality deal. So you're thinking, okay, yeah, you're not too bad, and then you go to the next place and totally different track, and we really struggled. So yeah, it was a little bit up and down there at the beginning, and then at the end of that swing there, it seemed like we just kind of fell into a package that kind of fit that car. And we finally kind of took off a little bit, had a good top 3 run at that Burlington 34 Raceway. And it seems like since then, whatever it was that we kind of landed on there seems to fit that car and my style, I guess. It hasn't been too bad. And since then, we were able to win a Mars Series race at LaSalle and then have another decent run with MLRA since then, I think 4th at Davenport. And so, yeah, it seems like it might be kind of turning around and headed in the right direction. Hopefully we can kind of keep that momentum going that way.
You were able to pick up a couple of wins in 2020. As you just mentioned, you haven't quite broken into a victory lane yet this year, but do you feel like you have turned the corner? Some momentum is in your corner as you come into this next 3-date swing here?
Yeah, definitely. I still haven't got that MLRA win. I'm still, looking forward and trying really hard for that. We did get a win there on that Mars Series at LaSalle, but, our goal for right now, especially, still sitting pretty decent in points, is to try to run for that championship. They always say the best way to do that is just race for the wins and, go in trying to hit hard and just let it work itself out, and it'll either work or it won't, so it's definitely, work like you're trying to be a champion on the maintenance, all that stuff, but then show up at the track trying to win, and I think that's about the best we can do.
Well, let's take a look at this next 3-race run in the MLRA Series, starting Thursday in Maquoketa, and then, of course, here at Mississippi Thunder Speedway on Friday, and then Saturday off to Deer Creek Speedway. On paper, all 3 of those are 3/8 mile tracks, but when you get to them, all 3 of them are vastly different speedways. So how do you approach a 3-race run like this? 3 different tracks to attack in a span of 4 days.
Yeah, they're definitely, none of them really resemble each other as simple as it seems like they would be. You're talking about 3 different kinds of dirt, 3 different kind of layouts and banking situations and wall situations. This weekend here was one that I kind of had circled on our schedule, and one that I was going to have to be really focused on, just on my end of it as a driver, trying to do a good job, because it could be a little bit of a challenge, but, fortunately I feel like I'm probably in a pretty good place right now. I'm going to have a good shot at running good at these races here and tracks that I don't really know. I think I'm hoping it'll be this weekend where the cars fit meet pretty good.
I want to give you an opportunity to mention those supporters and sponsors who are helping out your racing efforts on the Lucas Oil MLRA series. Who you got this year?
Yeah, we've got a ton of good help. Yeah, of course, Ken Roberts, Ken and Beth, which are the ones that own the cars and the hauler, and just really great to work for. We've had a lot of fun running with him, and he is a really good car owner because he's really hands-on, and so he doesn't miss anything, and he's right there with you the whole time working on, the shocks and springs and the nodes, making sure you're checking everything off and doing it all. And then Done Right TV, VP Racing Fuels, Hoosier Tire, Capri College here in Dubuque, A&E Freight, and then this year we welcomed on Lucas Oil Products. This year we also welcomed Mesilla Valley Transportation, big trucking company there out of my home area, the Southwest. And then we got Nutrient Valley. Then we got Roman Machine. We definitely got a lot of good help in the shop too. Got a good bunch of guys there.
Well, Garrett Alberson, driver of the Roberts Racing number 59, currently second in the point standings on the Lucas Oil MLRA Late Model Series. Coming to Mississippi Thunder Speedway this Friday night, hoping to break into victory lane for the first time this season, at least in the MLRA Series. Thank you very much for joining us this week on Thunder Talk.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to coming out there and racing again.
Race fans, don't forget, Friday night, Rivercity Rumble, the 13th annual Rivercity Rumble, $10,000 to win for the Lucas Oil MLRA Late Models, including $2,000 to win for the Rivercity Manufacturing USRA Modifieds, $1,000 to win for the Black Horse Bar and Grill USRA B Mods, and another $1,000 to win for the Centerville Welding and Repair USRA Late Models. Grandstands open at 5 o'clock, hot laps at 6:30. Qualifying and green flag right after official opening ceremonies. Hope to see you there. You can get all the details by following Mississippi Thunder Speedway's various social media channels, or of course look them up at their official website, MississippiThunder.com.
That was Thunder Talk, keeping you up to date on everything going on at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. Thunder Talk is powered by Arcadia Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
You ever notice that when you're on a fishing trip, you drive your boat all the way to the other side of the lake because you think that's where the best fishing is? And the people staying at the cabins on that side of the lake, well, they come and fish where your cabin is. You don't have to drive a long ways to catch the big fish. And at Arcadia Motors, you don't have to drive a long ways to get the best deal on a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram truck. The best deals are right in the bay next to your cabin. Take the short, scenic drive to Arcadia Motors. ArcadiaDodge.com.